All the people out here are awesome. Everybody's willing to learn. Everybody wants to take classes and help each other out. And I've had a blast so far. I think everybody should give it a try.
One thing that I've learned from both Psychobabble and Deranged at MarchRadness was reminders on the proper form for skating at a 90-degree angle, and how important that is, and how much that feeds into every other skill that we have, and all the power you can generate from that.
I've had a lot of fun teaching this weekend, and having people just come up to me and say, I really learned a lot from your classes. It makes you feel good about what you're doing out here. I love to see roller derby growing.
I had the chance to participate in Being a Smart Jammer and Quick Starts, both taught by Psychobabble and Deranged from Rocky Mountain Roller Girls.
I'm a trainer here at MarchRadness. We're having a pretty amazing time at the LA Doll Factory. We're skating bank track and we're skating flat track. We've got trainers from all over the country out here, which has been really, really awesome. We've got campers from all over the world out here.
The opportunity to work with both bank and flat track is really, really amazing.
Yeah, we're learning a ton on banked and flat track, and kind of like building relationships with other skaters from out of town that, hey, we might bout someday.
I got to take a couple classes, which was excellent. Me personally, my strengths are things more like stability. So I took some classes in agility. People like Bonnie Thunders and Carmen Getsum taught me a bunch of great little tricks and some footwork that I'm gonna go home and practice because can't quite nail yet. But we'll take it home and we'll work on it. And that's really all you can hope for at camp, is that you get a bunch of tidbits that you can take home and really train.
I think the biggest thing I'm getting out of this from most of the trainers, especially Bonnie Thunders and Deranged and Psychobabble, is speed control and being able to stop makes a world of difference.
We are stoked about MarchRadness. I think there's just so much good knowledge coming out of the coaches, and the campers are working so hard. Everybody is totally pooped at this point, including us. But it's been an amazing, fun, and just really inspiring weekend.
The class that I got the most from was Bonnie Thunder's agility class. Her talking about edging on skates was amazing for me. It changed my skating in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, MarchRadness is the most awesome camp I think I've ever been to coach at or even participate in. It's the one camp where you actually have an opportunity to sit down, learn from the coaches who are there, learn from the people who can actually bring that knowledge to you. The classrooms are very small. There's not 1,000 skaters in each class, so you can actually take the time to really sit down, learn everything that you need to learn, and then execute it on the track. So I really, really, really appreciate that aspect of this camp, because it really creates a good environment to be able to learn. So.
Yeah, the maximum class size was like 40 people, so it really allows the coaches to be able to give one-on-one feedback with each skater that's on the track, and I think that's a very unique thing to to boot camps around the country.
I have been trying to break down this block that OMG does for the past 5 months, and today she taught it to me and she critiqued me so I can perfect it.
And this year was, I thought, really awesome. They're bringing more high-level skaters in to teach each of the classes, so I mean, it was nice. We could even jump in some classes and learn a bunch of stuff that we can bring back to our league. So yeah, it's really awesome.
A good time was had by all. Flat trackers trying bank track, bank trackers skating with flat track coaches, and so much really interesting information is shared. And training camps are always a fun experience.
We are currently building a bank track. And it was nice to come out to MarchRadness this weekend and be able to skate on a bank track for my first time.
I definitely took classes from all of the other coaches, Carmen Getsum, Psychobabble, Deranged, Bonnie Thunders. It's fun to get another coach's perspective. A lot of times we'll coach something that's kind of similar but in a totally different way. And sometimes just one small inflection can make a huge difference, like point your hips in a different way, or have a different focus, or set this up first with your blocker, that kind of thing. So it was really good. And the off-skate seminars were really helpful. Also, everything from like visualization to the mental game to, the business aspects of roller derby.
Camp has been amazing. We've learned a lot of stuff to bring back to our teams at home and Reading.
We only obviously do flat track up in Anchorage, Alaska, but we're excited to try the bank track for the first time ever. It was hard, very hard, but we've really enjoyed our classes down here and all the trainers.
I took a bank track class the first day I was here, and the bank track is amazing.
Taken a ton of the bank track classes, a couple of flat track classes as well. They've all been awesome. The instructors are amazing.
It was awesome watching all of them in the game last night, which was really intense.
We had a bank track bout last night. It was San Diego versus LA with campers and friends, pretty much. So we had 8 all-stars from each league to anchor the teams, and then 2 trainers and 4 campers for each league. So 8 campers total got an opportunity to bout on the bank track last night.
Very fast-paced game, fun to watch, different because we're used to flat track.
The game is amazing. The game is fantastic. I can't believe how close it is. Deranged versus Psychobabble is like a fantasy pack. Same as OMG versus Bonnie Thunders. And Bonnie Thunders looks like she's bitractual. She belongs on both.
The game last night was crazy. It was crazy intense. We really don't like to play against each other because I tend to hurt my sister, and I really don't like that. But it was fun, so I had to keep reminding myself, don't hit her, don't hit her, don't hit her. But then it happened. So how about you? What did you think about the game?
I thought the game was really tough, and I think that everybody kept pushing themselves to be better. It was nice to have the campers out there with us and just seeing how much fun they had.
Last night's game was incredible. The lineups were amazing.
Last night's game was unbelievable. I've watched a lot on DNN and the Derby Dolls website, but it's nothing like being there in person.
I felt like this game last night was a lot harder hitting game, more hitting, I guess, and maybe that's just the style of play. You know, Gotham is more of a positional blocking type team, and I feel like usually what happens is if one team sets its tone with positional blocking, the other team sort of follows. This game was a little different in that there was a lot of hard hits from both teams, and so I felt like I got knocked around a little bit more in this game.
I definitely agree with that.
Seeing a game at the Doll Factory is an unparalleled experience. The number of people they pack in here and the crowd itself, it's just great. There's so much energy. It's so much fun. It's electric.
We love the Doll Factory. Not only do we love the Doll Factory, we love all the LA girls. They are just so fantastic to work with. It's so much fun coming here. Everyone's so friendly when we come here. We have a great time being in this venue. The venue is just amazing.
The Doll Factory is amazing. It's amazing. Having a flat track and a bank track together is just awesome. It's a huge venue and it offers so much, and it's definitely a new experience coming here.
The Doll Factory is an amazing venue to have both the bank track and the flat track here, and we found both the local girls and the girls that we've met from all over to be really accepting and helpful to us.
I think the Doll Factory is probably one of the best places that I've ever got to skate at. You can play bank track, you can play flat track. They have a glam room. Who else has a glam room? Only the LA Derby Dolls. It's awesome.
The Doll Factory is like derby heaven, an oasis. I can't believe how hard everyone works here. The volunteers are here early every morning. They're skating in the classes, they're skating in the game.
Thanks, DNN, for all you do, for following us around and making Derby what it is.
I love DNN because living in Australia, it's the #1 resource that we have to learn how to skate. And it's when you guys are so far away and we get to watch, you know, the champions of our sport.
I love DNN because it provides us in Hawaii with access to derby games that we wouldn't otherwise have access to.
And even just talking to people about roller derby, and they ask me, oh, is that on TV? And I tell them, TV's obsolete. You have to go online to Derby News Network.
I love DNN. I try to support them as much as possible. I encourage everyone to support them financially and with their hearts.
It's nice to know that there's leagues that are in, you know, Australia and Sweden and England and wherever else, and they can actually all tune in to DNN and actually, you know, catch a really high level game that they might not have at home yet.
I'm such a fiend that I will play a game and then I will go on to DNN just to read what DNN has to say.
About cats.